What's going on, everybody? Sean Pierce Johnson here, the 2014 LA Amp Show, and I am standing with Mitch Colby of Colby Amplification and Park Amps. Mitch, it is a pleasure to meet you.
And a pleasure to meet you as well.
Well, you've got quite a storied history in the amp world. Why don't you give people a little bit of background on what you've been doing in your career in amplification?
Well, my career started quite a while ago. 1978, I worked for Unicord, who was the distributor of Marshall in the U.S., and Korg bought the company in 1985, and I was with the company until 2010. So 32 years with the distributor of Marshall in the U.S., and we were very involved in the product development of Marshall new products. And then 1992, Korg acquired their distributor in the UK who owned Vox. So we brought that back as well from 1992 till 2010 when I left the company, and they're still doing great. And then when I left, I started my own company. I'm making Colby amps and Park amps now. Started a year ago with that.
So a lot of people are really excited that you've brought Park back.
Well, I'm excited too because obviously my connection with the company in the UK, and I love vintage amps, and Parks are great, and they're very beautiful sounding and consistent, and I'm really happy that I can bring back something of that pedigree.
Absolutely, and they look beautiful. I mean, every single appointment on this amp, it looks not just like an amplifier, it looks like a piece of art.
Well, I can't take credit for that because I'm just recreating the old design, but I did have to tool up for some of the things like the vents and the logos and the knobs, and which are unique to Park, and it does look great, I have to admit.
It really does. Well, what are we playing through right here?
This is a top mount Park 45. It's basically a 45 watt quote unquote British circuit. It's based on the Fender 410 Bassman made in 1958 and 59 and 60, and but it's the British take on it, and it's basically that amp but in this top mount configuration. I also make it in a standard configuration which looks more like that. But that's what this one is. And this is a limited edition with all new old stock capacitors and resistors, pyro resistors, mustard caps, Merin transformers, all done on a brown Paxilin board that I got from the UK. And those are, there were 25 heads and 5 combos in that edition.
So basically you're saying that this is the vintage amp players and lovers' dream.
I think so.
Well, let's go ahead and I'm going to quit talking and we're going to hear how this thing sounds. And just so you guys know up front, it sounds great. Well, it's definitely got that flavor, Mitch. It's a beautiful piece of work. I think you've done an incredible job of bringing back a very loved and almost forgotten about amp brand. It's really an amazing thing to behold and really an amazing thing to plug into. If you guys get a chance to, I highly encourage you to. And until next time, Sean Pierce Johnson. Until next time, cheers.